So I'll get right into it. This NBA offseason has been absolutely crazy, but the recent craziest trade to go down was Jrue Holiday to the Boston Celtics. So as you guessed by the title of this video, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. But of course, before I get into this video, make sure to like, subscribe, turn the notification bell. Guys, help me out a little bit. And without further ado, let's get right into this video. Now, the full trade details is that Boston ended up trading Robert Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, and 2 first-round picks to the Portland Trail Blazers for Jrue Holiday. Now, I'm going to go into Jrue Holiday a little bit. He's arguably the best defensive guard in the league. He averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists last season, was also an all-star, and he was also an all-defensive first-teamer, which essentially locks him up as a top 5 defender in the NBA, give or take. Now, my personal feelings on the trade is I think that he is an upgraded Marcus Smart. And if you see Marcus Smart, you get what I'm saying. Marcus Smart is an amazing defender, and despite his various antics on the court, he's actually been really, really good over the last couple of seasons, and I think he's going to do really, really good in Memphis next to John Morant and probably help John Morant get his act together, let's be honest. But of course, if Boston can get this team chemistry right, this can go down as an absolutely fantastic trade. But as there is a positive, there are also a couple of negatives. The loss of Robert Williams and Malcolm Brogdon, along with 2 first-round picks, really, really hurts, especially Robert Williams. He was their only respectable defensive inside presence, and I feel like losing that, especially for the playoffs, is going to be really, really big. And this leaves room for the Celtics to regret this trade in the future. Given their situation, they are in a complete win-now mode. It is championship or bust. The Boston Celtics are essentially saying, we think this team right now can win a championship, and we want them to go out and win a championship. And the Bucks and the Celtics, it seems like they're going to be in a dogfight for the Eastern Conference, so that is going to be very, very interesting, and it's going to be a great playoff mix towards the end of the season. They have a great roster. Boston still has some questions to answer for me, and I'm going to get into that right now. Now, one question, and question number 1, can Jason Tatum show up in the big moments? And what I mean by the big moments are not Game 7s in the second round of the playoffs. I mean Game 7s in the finals. Game 7s in the Eastern Conference Finals. When you need this guy the most, can he show up? Can Jason Tatum guard the best player on the floor? I mean, maybe. Have you ever seen him done it? No, not really. Can Jason Tatum make that last second shot? I mean, he's got the talent to. He can hit any shot on the floor, but we haven't really seen him do it yet. Can Jason Tatum score 50 points when the team needs it absolutely in an Eastern Conference Finals game or in an NBA Finals game? Again, he went to the NBA Finals and had a very, very iffy / very bad and crappy series. So the answer to all those questions right now is no. Can Jason Tatum show up when it matters? I think if he does show up when it matters, he proves that he is a number 1 option. He is an alpha. He is a de facto leader. And I think he needs to prove that not only to himself, but probably to a couple of his teammates in the upcoming season. Now, it is another one, and I'm hesitating to say this because it involves a lot of money. They paid Jaylen Brown, and by they, I mean the Celtics paid Jaylen Brown a damn near criminal $306 million over the offseason. And what I have to say to that deal is, does Jaylen Brown deserve it? I mean, I can't say the guy doesn't. He's one of the best wings in the league. He's an amazing defender. If Jaylen Brown had the overall raw talent of Jason Tatum, the guy would probably be one of the best players in the league. I mean, the dude is hustle. He is heart. He's everything that you would want in a first option. But he's got the talent of a second option. Now, $306 million for your second option is, I'll just say it, it's kind of iffy. It's kind of questionable. But then again, the value of contracts are going up. Inflation is something that we all hate, but it's something that's going on in the NBA. So we could probably see more of these crazy contracts get passed around more often. So I wouldn't say that this is a bad contract, but it could be an overpay. It could stop the Celtics from getting a couple of bench players. And the last thing and the last question, can this team even mesh together? LeBron James going to the Heat, that was the main question. You had, I'm trying to think of another free agent situation. Kevin Durant going to the Golden State Warriors, that was a question. Those two ended up working out, but the Brooklyn Nets a couple of years ago were an absolute hell of a dumpster fire. It literally did not work out at all. So this has, again, it's a double-edged sword. It could go one or two ways. Either Boston could be a really good team and go to the finals and possibly win multiple championships, and, you know, that kind of submits their legacy for years to come. Or this team could be terrible, all hell breaks loose, and literally everything has to change. The Celtics blow it up, everyone gets traded, and Boston goes into another long and lengthy rebuild. Now, I know Boston fans probably don't want to hear that, but hey, it's just the truth, all right? It can happen to anybody in the league. Now, with those questions kind of sort of answered, my personal prediction for the Boston Celtics, I think they win 61 to 63 games if everybody stays healthy. And I see them with the Milwaukee Bucks finishing 1 or 2 in the Eastern Conference, just like they have over the last couple of years. I mean, how could they not? This is a team that is obviously championship caliber, and they just got better. Now, personally, I don't see a fully healthy team, and by that I mean the Boston Celtics, not going to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're literally better than everybody but the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, the Cavaliers, they probably are a good matchup team, but then again, you know, Donovan Mitchell probably can't guard anybody that well. I know that that Darius Garland cannot guard a stick, and you know, you get the idea. They match up very, very, very well with some teams and very poorly with some teams. But yeah, like I was saying, I think teams are going to have trouble guarding the Celtics, but this should be intriguing. It should be a really, really, really great year for the NBA. I think for the first time in a long time, the Eastern Conference actually looks better than the Western Conference. I mean, ever since I've been born, the Western Conference have literally had a lasso tightened around the NBA. So it's very interesting to see the Eastern Conference finally getting they're getting a push, you know, they're getting ahead, and that's very interesting to see. But I think this is going to be a great NBA season. I'm super excited. And of course, without further ado, I'm going to end this video. I want to thank you for watching. I am trying to pump videos out, but the Wi-Fi at NCAT is literally trash boo-boo dumpster water. So yeah, that's a brief explanation on why videos haven't come out the way they used to, but trust me, I'm going to get it corrected. I'm kind of a technological whiz now. I've had to do a whole bunch of different things with the internet here at NCAT, but they're going to get it right. I'm going to get it right. This video is going to come out hopefully in a timely manner, but of course, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching.